All right, let's begin. So could you tell me your full name, please?
My name is Juno, so you can call me Juno.
Juno. Okay, Juno. And are you working or are you a student?
Now I work. I'm working and I work as an interpreter between Korean sellers and foreign buyers in exhibition. Yeah, and also these days I search for a master course in Germany.
And do you like your job?
Yes, I really like my job because I can meet many people with whom I didn't know, and it makes me very energetic.
Great. And what do you enjoy doing in your free time?
During the free time, I usually go to climbing gym. Yeah, I'm not good at climbing outside, but I'm good at climbing inside. So I have some friends who have same hobby. So regularly I visit there with them.
Nice one. Now let's talk about public transportation. So what kind of public transportation do you usually take?
I usually take subway or bus for commuting or to go somewhere. Yeah, and I don't take a taxi.
Yes, yes. And do most people in your country prefer to take public transportation over private transportation?
I don't think so. Many people prefer convenience, so that's why people prefer to buy their own car and they enjoy the drive car, even though their traffic jam is quite serious problem in Korea.
Okay. And did you take public transportation when you were a child?
Yes, when I was a child, I took public transportation every day because my school located far from my home. Yeah, so that's why I had to take transportation. Otherwise, it took over 2 hours on foot.
Okay. Okay, now let's talk about weather. So what is the weather like where you live?
The weather is very humid that I live because I live near the river. So river is very wide, so it influences humidity quite a lot.
Yes, yes. And do you prefer cold or hot weather?
I definitely prefer cold weather. Hot weather like nowadays, it makes me it blow very terrible time, and then I don't make my own energy, so it's very easy to get frustrated.
And are you in the habit of checking the weather forecast?
I don't have those kind of habit, so usually I don't take the umbrella, so I'm not good at preventing sudden rain.
Okay. And do you like to visit other countries or cities that have a different climate?
Yes, definitely. When I was young, I also visited the inside of Arctic Circle, and then also I visited the one city in China that is far from the ocean, so it's very dry. And then because I'm very curious about people, their life, what's difference based on the weather.
Okay. Lovely. That'll do us for part one. Now we'll go on to the second part of the test. Oops. So I'm going to give you this question here now, and it should be, you can use that pen there to do some note taking. So yeah, I'll give you 1 minute to take some notes. Okay, so you can begin. Okay, Gino, that's 1 minute now, all right. So for the part two question, could you describe a time when you received money as a gift?
Now I would like to talk about the moment that I received the money as a gift. when I was in military around 12 years ago, just the last day of my military service, my captain gave me 50,000 won. It was very interesting. So, but he explained why he gave me money because I worked as a driver. But he said you are the best driver among all drivers.
Mm-hmm.
So it was music to my ears.
Mm-hmm.
And then so I satisfy with my military service, and then it's unforgettable moment among whole military service days. So, and then I imagined how can I use this money practically. So just immediately I bought a computer keyboard, because after I go back to home and then I realized that my keyboard didn't work very well because of a lot of dust. So I bought new keyboard with this money, and then I always still now I try to do my best, even though it's not my choice. So he made me a lot of energy through this money. So if I worked more, maybe I would have time to had time to work more harder.
Okay, that's exactly 2 minutes now. Okay, nice one. How long have you been playing the keyboard for?
Keyboard.
Yeah.
I played keyboard over 3 years.
Okay, nice, good hobby. Okay, so now we're going to go into part 3 of the test. Okay, let's keep it going. Okay, so why do some people still use cash?
People don't believe the internet service, and just without physical cash money, people feel that something missing. So that's why it's still for some people it's very difficult to change the habit. So that's why still now, even though regardless of the generation, some people still maintain to use the money, cash.
Yes. So do you think in the future, eventually, people will stop using cash?
I don't think so. Because through the cash, there are some benefits. So some people prefer more the benefits of cash instead of using credit card.
Okay, yes. And what do you think of the opinion that time is as important as money?
Yeah, many people say time is money. But I don't think so always. Yeah, because some time we cannot calculate through the money. Yeah, because we sometimes happiness, mental happiness, it's a big challenge to explain. Big challenge to explain the money.
Yeah. Do you think there is a relationship between money and happiness?
Yes, but not exactly. Just if somebody has some amount of money, and then happiness is in their mind. Because even though some people who is millionaire, they are not quite happy, I think.
Sure. And when do you think children begin to comprehend the value of money?
Can you say again?
Sure. In your opinion, when do children begin to comprehend the value of money?
When the child, as a children, they don't understand how to buy or how to get something that they want. But when they pay by themselves, and then they comprehend the value of money, I think, because at first they feel that money is just a paper as a bill, but they can understand, I can change with this paper with the big product.
Yes, yes. And do you think parents should teach children the value of money from an early age?
Oh yes, of course. Otherwise, children don't have their the notion how to use the money. So it influences even though they get older.
Sure. And is it important to save money?
Oh yes, definitely. It's very important to save money. Even though we don't have the place or moment that I need to money, but we need to prevent the future catastrophe. For example, dentist. Tooth problem is very important, but it's very expensive. But in this situation, if somebody doesn't have money, wow, it happens very negatively. Yeah.
Yes. And what is the best way to save money?
At first, put the money on in the bank, and then just imagine the good, great interest rate. Yeah, and we need to make ourselves to withdraw money very difficult.
I see. Okay. That will do us for part 3. All done. Thank you very much, Juno. Okay, so yeah, we can start with the feedback part of the video. So yeah, really good test. You're very fluent and great communication skills. I was able to understand all of your points. Yeah, and your answers were pretty clear. Yeah. The things we could improve on would be a bit of grammar, with maybe like grammar tense or articles and prepositions. I think these are the main ones we could improve on, right? Like, for example, sentences during the free time should be during my free time. And you said you met some people who have same hobby. So when we use same, we always have to use the article the same. Friends who have the same hobby. Yeah. A couple of times I heard when I was child. Again, when I was a child. Yeah, articles are tough, but a bit of practice you can definitely improve. One thing as well about enjoy, the verb enjoy. You said people in Korea enjoy drive a car. So after enjoy, we must use the ing. Yeah, they enjoy driving. Yep. And just a little bit with past and present tense sometimes as well. Using the verb visit, so just make sure you pronounce the ed, like I visited there last year, or I visited a few weeks ago. Yeah, what else have we got? Yeah, just one sentence here. In part 2, you said after I go back to home. So yeah, obviously we have the tense, went back. And make sure when you say home, as home is an adverb, we don't have any preposition there. So after I went back home, I started using my keyboard. Yeah. So we got the satisfied, right? So you want to use that as an adjective. So you need the was satisfied. You need the be verb there. Yeah. Yeah. So a few things with grammar, just mainly tense, articles and prepositions. They're the main points, right? Pronunciation was mostly clear, but I think with a bit of maybe shadowing practice, that could improve a bit as well. But that was a good test, and thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, cheers.